making bread, ooh yeah, for real. Go. With our feet up, trading futures. Getting paid, getting paid, getting paid, getting paid. Ooh yeah, to the moon. Getting paid, getting paid, getting paid. With our feet up. Getting paid, getting paid, getting paid, getting paid. Get on that, yeah. Market. Ooh yeah. We the market. Monkey market. Scalping trend. We making bread. Ooh yeah.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. No, I'm not repairing any trades. I'm actually doing something super cool that I got a chance to do since I last saw you on Monday. I'm going to show you something very, very interesting today that you're going to love. Let me switch accounts just to show you. This account just got filled. This trade just got filled over here on NASDAQ. You know what? Hang on. Let me see if I can do this. I'm gonna have to go to execution marks right there and show you this trade. And I'm working this trade in the other account. The only thing that's going to be a little bit hectic about everything I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be switching a whole bunch of accounts, because the name of the game today is going to be 4 accounts. I really hope you guys took advantage of the discount. I hope you have a whole bunch of demo accounts in your inventory. If not, don't worry. Next time they do a discount, get them, because what I'm going to show you today is going to radically change the way you not just trade, but think about trading prop accounts, which is this. And I'm going to share all of this tomorrow night in my coaching. So if you really, really want to understand this, I can't share this with you in live because it's kind of really proprietary, but super interesting. But I'll share with you the takeaway. Here's the takeaway, fully documented by ChatGPT, who I had run all the Monte Carlo simulations for me. Imagine you have. I'm just trying to watch this account. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just take this profit over here because I want to talk to you. I don't want to bother with it. Imagine you had the following scenario. You're trading 4 separate accounts, right? You're switching, like every new trade signal goes to a different account. So let's imagine you have a 48 account, 49 account, 50 account, 51 account. And every time you make a trade, you just switch the account. You go to 49, then you go to 48, 49, 49, 50, just sequentially whenever you get a signal. I'll get into the signals in just a minute. But here's the interesting part. And imagine your whole strategy is break even. Like you got no edge. You got no edge. Like just in the simulation that I'm using, and the example I'm using a 1 to 4. I'm risking $4 to make 1, and I'm basically 80%. That's it. Like I have no edge. I don't even have an 81% edge, which is not true because I actually do. But like, let's just leave it at that. What do you think my chance is? I mean, I'll leave it to you guys to type in the comments. What's my chance, no edge whatsoever, of passing one of those 4 accounts into funded? Or flip it the other way around. Imagine I have 4 funded accounts. What is my chance of getting paid out, which is the more interesting idea? Give me the percentage terms. What do you think if I have no edge, 0, my strategy is break even, just break even strategy. but I'm rotating across 4 accounts. What do you think the edge is? Anybody venture to guess? Fabio says 90%. Wrong, Fabio. 20%, 50%. Wrong, guys. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Fabio is the closest, and he's not even there. What do you think my percent of getting actual payout if I do this? Wally says 50%. Wrong. Give me a percentage terms. Like, if I do this, what's my expectancy that I will get paid out money? Tony says 20%. You guys are all wrong. You guys are all wrong. Bob is wrong. Bob's saying 80. Fabio says 99. Edward says 100. No, it's not quite that good. If it was 100, then, it'd be a guaranteed strategy. But you know what it is? It is 96%. Evgeny, couldn't be more wrong. 96% chance that I will get a $2,000 payout on one of those 4 accounts. That's right, bitches. That's right. Because, and I'll explain this in coaching a lot more, but what you're doing is, remember, you're trading a very, very high percentage win strategy. By definition, you're winning 4 out of 5. By definition, you're winning 4 out of 5. So you're going account 1, win, account 2, win, account 3, loss, account 4, win, account 1, win, account 2, win, account 3, loss, account 4, win, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And that is how it builds, right? Now, if you add just even a 2% loss, yes, 4 accounts rotating. That's the key thing. It's the rotation that makes it. Now, rotation, as I told you guys, is a salvation to everything. Because when you lose and you're not in that account anymore, you can't fuck it up any further. You stop yourself out. This is the most important part. We stop ourselves out financially, but we almost never stop ourselves out psychologically, right? Think about that. I just thought of this. This is actually kind of fucking brilliant. We never, ever stop ourselves out psychologically, meaning that when we lose, we just go back for more and more and more. We don't walk away. We never walk away and that's what's required to be successful on the trade. What's the single greatest weakness that all of us have is the inability to stop ourselves out psychologically. This basically takes care of it because you're rotating out of it. By definition, whether win or lose, you're rotating out of it. William, in funded, I try not to in eval, I do repair occasionally, because bad habits die hard. But in funded, you really shouldn't be repairing. But that's a conversation for coaching, which is why get your ass in coaching. Anybody who's not in coaching with me, I put the link up there. Everybody's watching me on Twitter. Get your ass in coaching. It's going to be tomorrow, and we're going to go through this step by step. It's mind-blowing at how good it is. Mind-blowing at how good it is. I already got one of my accounts funded. Let me see if I can actually show it to you. Jesus, I had so many accounts. 43. This one is funded just yesterday. Just because it was Rosh Hashanah, but God forbid I should ever be away from the screens. I woke up like at 3 a.m. and day traded until synagogue services, and got that done. But anyways, the point being is, let me just get out of there because I don't want to be trading that account. I go over here. Yeah. Okay. The point being is that, and right now all I'm working on is just getting more and more evals funded, because by that time I'll have like around 10 or 15 evals funded accounts, and then we're just going to trade funded accounts in this way. John, let me ask you this. Are you a non-U.S. citizen? If you're a U.S. citizen, none of that matters to you. You can't get it. But if you're a non-U.S. citizen, if you live anywhere outside of America, then this is a really good deal for you. How do you get this trading view set up, Mohammed? You join my coaching. If you join my coaching, you get access to my indicator right here. Here's the coaching link. Go out there, go get it. Or it's QR the code right there. You get 6 months of this, my coaching, Kathy's indicator, and Kathy's coaching, and everything else in between. Yes, sir, you are a U.S. citizen or not? No, sir, you're not. If you're a U.S. citizen, it doesn't matter. You're shit out of luck because we are second-class citizens in the world. You're not allowed to trade CFDs, so you can't do anything. All right, so I'm going to show you a very, very simple trend-based approach that I've been doing. I've been trading, okay, and all of this stuff. It creates lots and lots and lots of ideas. By the way, Christopher, I kind of stole your strategy somewhat with a purple dot, but I'm going to show you exactly what I've been doing. So as far as signals go, this is our dot indicator, and I'll go through this, more and more. Those of you, there's probably new people in the world. Not a U.S. citizen, but what is ZIP and all trade ideas? ZIP is Kathy's indicator and Kathy's forex trade ideas. So if you want to trade forex, you get all of her plus all of her coaching. If you're interested, John, just email me. I'm going to give you just say contact at bktraders.com. Anybody who wants to get everything free, and you're not a U.S. citizen, just email us and I'll tell you exactly what you need to do. All right. So, yes, I'm trading. I'm switching around. Literally, exactly 4 different accounts consecutively. I know. It's mind-boggling. I'm going to show you how to do this. And, you guys, don't worry about it. You can just chill about it. So let me just show you the setup that I'm using. It's by no means the only one you could do. We could trade the Christmas tree labels. We can do a whole bunch of other stuff. But I'm going to show you what I've been using. Oh, fuck me. I just missed the setup. Okay. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. The reason why I really like doing this with you guys, because it's going to generate a lot of trade ideas during our marathon, so you guys can get good practice. As always, if you're following what I'm doing, don't be an asshole. Don't do my size without understanding what I'm doing. Just do one micro contract for at least 10 trades until you understand what I'm doing. You can always mimic me or take a variation of what I'm doing after live, okay? Don't be a putz and size up on my ideas, because you don't know what I'm doing. You need to get comfortable. Make sure you're trading micro sizes, okay? So that's my first advice to you. So what I'm going to show you is, this is our standard setup, 200 with an 8-period SMA. If 8 is below, we're in a downtrend. 8 is above, we're in an uptrend, right? We're barely in an uptrend over here. NASDAQ and gold are both bullish bias trades, meaning we take 2 up trades for every 1 down trade. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to, when we're in a downtrend, take the white dots as longs, as counter trend, as our bullish trades. And we're going to take the purples in a downtrend as our sells. When we're in an uptrend, we're going to take the whites as longs, and we're going to take purples as buys. We're going to buy on the purple, even if the slope is red. We don't give a shit, because we're not going to filter that much. We're just filtering by trend. Yes, it's going to be more losses because, we're not going to be super, super careful. But the point being is that a lot of the purples, you can buy the purples on a red slope and still make money. So we're going to just we're going to err on the side of frequency rather than pure filtration, because we're rotating through accounts and we just want to generate lots and lots of volume. Because as I'll show you guys in coaching, it's going to take about 100 trades to get your account funded. So if you're doing 10, 15 trades a day, it's about 5-6 days to get your account funded in this method without ever coming in to a massive drawdown. You could get it a lot faster if you do sizing and stuff like that, which is something else that we can talk about, but just on a regular basis. So I'm trading $100 against 400, one contract gold, one contract NASDAQ, 5 up, 20 down, $1 up, $4 down. That's my setups. Everything I'm doing as I'm entering through TradeAvate because I can't, it's too slow to do it on TradingView for what I want to do. And I actually took a few trades just in the pre-market with you guys. We'll take a few more obviously as we go. So where are we now? We're negative trend in gold. Okay, negative trend in gold, and that means that if I get a purple dot, I'm going to be selling it. If gold kind of stabilizes again, gives me a white dot, I'll be buying it. If it turns positive, we'll just wait until it reestablishes positive trend. We were positive trend in NASDAQ for a tiny bit, but now it turned negative. So again, here I'm going to be looking for two things: either a white dot, which is going to be counter trend. I'm going to be buying a white dot because we're assuming that this is a bullish bias product, which it has been. As I said, we're trading both NASDAQ and gold 2/3 to the long, 1/3 to the short. So the only time I'm going to take a short is if I get a purple dot short. The reason why I'm doing purples is because we just want the earliest, quickest entry possible, because we're giving ourselves so much room to on the back end, and just get the trade done, move over to the next one. So here we go. Here's gold, $124 on the clock, negative trend, purple dot. If this holds, and the big thing is if it's going to hold, I'm going to be selling this. And I'm going to sell it in, let's do the 150 account, okay? I'm going to sell it on the 150 account. The only thing is, just bear with me as far as I got to switch. It's very easy for me to switch in TradeAvate, but it's going to be a little bit of work to switch in TradingView. So you may not always see the trades quite showing up. And also, conversely here, I have a NASDAQ positive trade here that I want to take too. I'm going to take that like probably in the 49 account. So first I'm going to take gold, and then if I have a signal in NASDAQ, I'll take NASDAQ. But right now, gold seems to be the signal that's holding. 32 seconds left, so we're gonna just wait patiently, see if we can get the move here. Gold is obviously finding resist at this 3,800 level, which has been a big resist all morning long. 18, 19. Gold has been up like 6-7 days in a row, so not unexpected that it's going to. So at around 3 seconds to go, I'm going to sell this. Okay, sold gold. Now here's the thing that's very important. It's 98.4, so I want to put my 97.4. Remember, I told you that you put your target not where you wish it to be, but where it needs to be. So the close on this is 98.4, which means that I'm looking for 97.4 as my target on this move. In the meantime, we're going to switch to the 49 account, and see if NASDAQ gives us a buy. We'll see. So hopefully we'll get a lot of signals going on over here, and the news coming will move the market a lot. We'll see. Let's. Where am I? Sorry, just one sec. Let's get to the news. I don't know. We don't have any news. I was like, what news do we have? We have new home sales at 10 o'clock, which is nothing. So no, I don't think we have any news. Oops. So the gold really pushing against me. I sold 98s, and it's really, pushing against me, but it's, if I get tagged out, I get tagged out. Like I said, we rotate through every fourth or fifth trade is going to be a stop out. Hopefully it won't be this one, but it might be, and it's fine, because this account is going to, even with the stop, it's going to be more than enough margin in this for 5 or 6 stop outs, and I'm going to rotate out of it and go to the next one as soon as the trade is done. So we'll see. And yes, sometimes, you're trading NAS, you're trading gold. Generally, I basically only trade gold for myself, but I'm going to trade both NAS and gold with you guys. Yes, occasionally you're going to get like 2 in a row that stopped out. But remember, you're just rotating to the next account, and to the next account, and stuff like that. My stop is $4 away, so it's like 802, I think, 98 to 8024. It's 8024. Slow news day today, yeah. Slow news day today, yeah. That's correct, Ben. Now, you don't have to do that. You can do 1-3. We can talk about this in coaching. I'm just using very wide stops. Again, because it's not about the ratio. It's about the frequency of trading. It is about the ratio. You don't want to be insane on your P&L. You want to have, the point being is you want to try to make as many high probability wins as possible across all of your accounts so that the trades are distributed. And, worst case scenario, just one account gets beaten up. Remember, the idea is, like, as I said to you have 4 accounts. The answer is it's 96% probability, not that all 4 of them get funded, but that 1 out of the 4 gets funded. 1 out of the 4 gets paid out. When you do the math, which I'll go through with you in coaching, it's more than worth it. More than worth it when you think it through. And that's like, in a way, in a worst case scenario, if you can just get 2 out of 4 pass through, it becomes exponentially profitable. Are you talking about the purple dots, Christopher? Christopher says that a backtest shows that you could have 8 possible back-to-back losses. Yeah, that's true. Now, here's the other cool thing. Because you have multiple accounts, if you have, like if I have a white dot over here, I'm going to take that in, was it 40, 50, 49, 48. I'm going to take it into my 48 account. So, actually, you know what? I don't think we didn't take the NASDAQ trade in 49, right? 49 is doing nothing. So 49 is floating without a trade. So here's the thing. And here's the wild thing, by the way. With this 1 to 4, this happened to me last night. I was in NASDAQ trade. One account was long, 5 target 20 stop. The other account was short, 5 target 20 stop. Both of them got done. Both got done. So both accounts grew in profit. Now that's rare, and I don't want to promise you. I don't even want to get your expectation on that. But in Asia, where the ranges are relatively small, I had 2 separate signals, and both of them worked because I had enough room. The whole idea is you give yourself enough room to survive the noise and try to get the profit done, move on. Get the profit done, move on. In the old days, like taxi moved. The taxi meter, move the taxi meter, right? Okay, still watching everything going on here. NASDAQ is showing me a white dot, which is a bullish signal for us if it holds, because we're taking all the white dots in a downtrend and all the white dots in an uptrend, because we believe it's a bullish, a bias structure. Yeah, that's correct. 8 figures. It's really all about increasing probabilities. But the point is that it's increasing probabilities. I gave you the worst case scenario because I wanted to kind of show you the numbers, but it's increasing probabilities with an edge, right? We are trying to work the edge. Now, the edge itself, we can talk about all the various permutations, but I'm just laying out a very, very broad edge today with a 1 to 4, and very, very little filtering on the trades. We're going to just take all the trades we can because I just want to show you the principle as it works out. So white dot over here, 29 seconds left. We'll see if that holds. Yeah, and we can trade a whole bunch of different setups with dots. We can trade our double label, like this is a double Christmas tree label, which is a negative continuity trade. So you could take this trade as like, oh, I want to sell this with a 1 to 4 target, which probably is a pretty good sell, like at 98.4 here. You can do lots of different attempts. I'm just going to keep it very simple because I don't want to take too many. I want to keep your eye on the dots. And if I'm trading white, purple, you guys will be able to follow it carefully. But there's a lot of different structures and setups that we can do. And whatever you guys are using that you like, that will work best. It's not so much the setup itself as the structure that really makes all sense in the world. Everybody vibing me on this? Good morning, everybody. I see a lot of people joining us. Hello. Say hello to me. Tell me where you're from. Tell me what you guys are doing. I'm actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'll put this over here so I can see you guys. Hang on a second. It's the beauty of having four screens. All right, possible white dot on the gold, which means I'm going to go in 149. I'm going to just change to I'm in the 49 account. I'm going to go into this account. If I get a white dot, I'm going to trade this to the long side. 37 seconds left. The idea, obviously, look, why are the white dots buys? Because you have the budding, the starting, the nascent momentum of the trade, right, coming up. And because we're bullish, we're buy bias, we're bullish bias. Gold has been an upward drift. NASDAQ's been an upward drift. We want to take any opportunity where there is a sign of an upward drift and run with it. That's really what it is. We're just looking for any opportunity where there's a sign of an upward drift and run with it. And right now we're just kind of stuck in a really tight range, right? Of course, Murphy's rule. As soon as we go live, all these beautiful ranges. This was a winner. This was a winner. This was a loser. This was a loser actually, but this was a winner over here up top here in gold. This was a winner. This was a winner. All of these trades that were just in gold, and also similarly, this was a winner in NASDAQ. This was, let me take NASDAQ back. This was a winner in NASDAQ. This was a winner in NASDAQ. You were buying the purple. I think this one was a loser. It came down, but this one was a winner. So, it was a lot of there was 3-4 winners interspersed with a loser over here. Now, of course, nothing's going on because the range just literally died to 1 point. 1 point in NASDAQ. Shoot yourself with boredom. And kind of like a $2 range in gold, an instrument that's been trading, $40 a day. So, yeah, we'll chill. Good morning, Leonard. Good morning, Laura. Where's everybody from? Can you only have the indicator set up, Mohammed? Yes. But it would be a lifetime fee if you're interested. Again, email me, and I'll tell you what the cost will be. contact at bktraders.com. Columbus, Ohio. I hear it's a nice place. I hear it's up and coming. Very nice. Welcome. Nice to have you guys. All right, we're looking for, just to switch you around, because I think I'm in the 50s on this one. Is it the 50 account that I'm in? Yeah, I think I'm in this one, right? Yeah, so I'm in the 50 account right now, and that one is just to bring you up to date. That one is targeting 97.4 if we can get that done. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Since I don't have any signals, we can just stay on this account, and you guys can watch the trade, and we'll see how that's playing out. Like molasses. Okay, NASDAQ giving me a little bit of a white dot here. Let's switch out of this to the 49 account so I can also be synced up with you guys. And if this thing stays bid, $1.16 on the clock, we only take trades on the close of the candle. So we need the candle to close, this pattern to hold, and then we're going to get long. Mohammed, where are you coming to me from? Are you in Middle East? Are you in London? Or are you in somewhere like exotic, like Austin, Texas? I'm kidding. Okay, Eddie. Whatever floats your boat. I'm actually in love with gold right now because I love the volatility, and this volatility is very very interesting for me for my
order filled.
Oh, and we're done. So let me show you. Okay, so I don't know if you guys did you hear the order filled or no? Has anybody heard the word order filled? That's the beauty of my thing. Did I go? Was it the 50 account? Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, it looks like I think settings. Yeah, right here. So remember, look at this. We had to survive. It was 88.3, 97.4 over here. We finally took it. It took us like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15 minutes worth of holding. And we held that big retrace because we had a big stop, and we made the money. So $100 to the good. Moving on out. Ah, shit. We have a sell in the 49 account. So
order filled.
Okay, let me show you why I'm short NASDAQ in this one. We are short NASDAQ off of this little purple setup. Remember, we're negative trend in NASDAQ. NASDAQ is negative trend, right? Negative trend. And 78.5, so I need to be at 73. Let me just make sure I get this right. 70. What is this? 78.25. So I got to be 73.25. Okay. So I move myself up. The predominant idea here is we're trading trend. In the meantime, gold kind of is rallying with a counter trend white signal. So we're going to switch to the 48 account. Okay, we're just literally switching one account at a time, and if this thing holds as a white candle, we're going to go along that 48 account. Gold, no, gold is still in play. 18 seconds on gold. Oh, you heard the order filled? Okay, that's good. I'm glad that you hear the order filled. Because having the audible really helps on the move here. Gold goes away. Signal on gold goes away. Yeah, so micro is going to get different dots. You trade your dots on your instrument. So micro, as I said to you, micro is always going to sometimes have a difference. One out of every. I'm going to switch over to the 47 account, guys, and we're going to take. So we have a purple dot and a white dot. We're going to take both of these trades. 47, different account, different signal. If this signal gives it to us, we're going to go long. Order filled. Yes, order filled. I'm glad you guys heard that. That's good because that means you guys know. Okay, so we're going to get long here. I'm
Order
long.
filled.
Oh fuck! Did I mess this up? Did this white dot just go away? I'm out.
Order filled.
I'm out. This was a wrong. The white dot just went away at the last second. Sorry. That's the occupational hazard because I'm talking and trying to trade at the same time. So that was not a trade because the white dot went away at the last second. I should have waited. Fine. In the meantime, that purple dot is operating. We're at 73. So if this thing gets down to 73, the other account is going to get done. So we're going to go to just show you. No. 49? Yeah, 49. I'll show you the trades as much as I can if there's no other setups going on here. So I'll switch around. Oh, you're in Australia, Mohammed. Nice. Sorry, I didn't see your note there because I was trading. Good, nice. I'll be in Australia in November, guys. I'll be in Melbourne. So if you're going to be there, if you're in Melbourne, come hang out with me. I'll be with my friends at ACAP. Also, Kay and I are going to be in Dubai, October 6th and 7th. No, 4 to 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 6, 7. October 6th and 7th for the Dubai Forex Expo, which will be awesome. If anybody's going to be in Dubai, come say hi to us. And come on, baby. Come on. Do me right. Do me. Come on. We're there. We're there. We're there. We're there.
Order filled.
All right. So that trade got done. The NASDAQ trade got done. Everybody saw that, right? Nicely. So all good. Now I'm just waiting to see what else is happening. But so far, winner in NAS, winner in NAS, winner in gold in the other accounts. And really good news. Those of you guys who are interested in seeing us live, we're going to be in the Boca event. The date has been set. It's going to be October 21st. We're coming to Boca. The Boca Marriott, which is the best hotel. It's going to be really, really awesome. So we're going to be sending out the invitations to everybody. But come, I'll start putting the links out. So if anybody lives I know there's a lot of people in the room that live in Boca, which is really, really cool. But if you just want to come down to Boca, it's a great place to be, and it's going to be super interesting event. Super interesting event. I'm going to be there with David Green, who's like one of the best market makers in the world. He's going to teach his method. He's going to teach live. I'm going to teach live. It's going to be super fun. So come hang out with us. Hey, FX Boss, how are you? Nice to see you. We're just pre-market, waiting for trades. We the money, as the song goes. We the money. Actually, pretty quiet market today, right? Compared to yesterday. Ironically enough, yesterday was a lot of movement, especially in gold. Gold was insane. Anybody trade gold yesterday? That was a crazy ass market. Crazy market. So much movement. So gold is under 38 now, still staying in a downtrend. We're trying to see if it musters up any uptrend motion, but so far none. Laura, you traded that, huh? Yeah, that was a lot of fun. As I said, gold is the new NASDAQ these days, right? Super crazy. White dot in NASDAQ, $1.06 on the clock. Let's switch accounts. So I want to go to, were we in the 150? We already traded the 150. I think we traded the 150. Let's trade the 148. No, I already traded that 148. Let's do 147. Okay, we'll trade the 147. So we're going to trade the 147. I'm going to rotate out to 147. And see if Naz wants to give me the and I have two accounts now. I got to do 140. You know what? I'm gonna trade gold first, guys, in 47, and then we're gonna get to NASDAQ after that. We're gonna trade that probably in the 145. Okay, so actually, you know what? I haven't traded gold in 145. We haven't traded 145 in a long time. I'm gonna trade that. If this signal holds. 6 seconds left on gold. 3, 2, 1.
Order filled.
All right, I'm long gold in the 145 account. The NASDAQ trade goes away, so it's not even a trade, which is good. Let me show you the 145. So 145. So let's figure out what we're doing on the 145. The entry was 99.3.
Order filled.
Oh, and I'm done. See, that was super fast. Before I even explain it, that's the beauty. The thing is, guys, I will tell you my personal secret. In real life, I fucking just trade gold. There are literally, let me show you how many, like from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock, it's 90 minutes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 signals. Basically 4 signals an hour. I have 4 signals an hour, which is more than enough. And actually, if you're juggling the structures, just let me run you through. You're talking about, you do 4 hours, 4 signals an hour. It's 16 trades, right? If you add NASDAQ to that, it's really insane. It gets up to like 25 trade management, which is a lot. I'm only doing NASDAQ with you guys just to show you more samples, more opportunities, so you understand the mechanics of the whole thing. But my recommendation is just trade one, zone in. Sometimes if you're zoned in and you really see the market and the market is really cooperating in one direction or the other, because I'm primarily trading trend. I'm primarily trading uptrend. You can hit 5, 6, 7 trades in a row, and then just walk away. You don't even have any losses in any of those accounts. Come back again. I mean, the way to do this properly, we'll talk about this in coaching, is to trade like the really good time zones. Try to hit as many of them as possible, walk away, come back the next day, do the same thing over and over and over again. And you can just take not just one, but literally 3 or 4 accounts to target. Oh shit, I missed the signal over here. And the rule of thumb that I really like to do is, if I miss the trade and I'm slipping, like in other words, this is already going against me, meaning that it's already coming down, I just pass up the trade. It's another reason why you want to just focus on one instrument, because this requires, when you're scalping like this requires quite a lot of time. Now you could completely modify this strategy to just doing a much more leisurely trade. You could say, I'm only going to trade double labels with like really big stops, big targets. So like, let's say you're trading two red Christmas tree tables. That's a strong, very, very strong sell momentum with a stop over here at 94, entry at 75, and targeting, I don't know, 65 on the move. You could do that as well. I am trading, what's SOTP? Stop order, take profit. Stop order, that's what I'm trading. Stop order, take profit, not algos. I'm not trading algos. Moo Produce Boat Builder. What does that mean? Oh, Muru Duck, seat of the pants. No, it's not seat of the pants, my friend. It has, the algos are the indicator. The indicator is the algos. I'm not taking trades just out of my ass. I have exact, precise signals. I'm taking those signals. But because I'm scalping and I'm trading manually, I will miss signals because I'm talking. Like I'm talking to you right now, and I would have missed a signal here on this purple. But yeah, no, definitely not SOTP, which is a new term that I'm going to use now. So any question? Everybody understand what I'm doing? Muru Duke. Do you build boats? It says boat builder in your name. Do you build boats? What is it? What's the saying goes? How do you lose a large fortune? Buy a boat, right? Is that how it goes? All right. White dot in NAS, buck 28. So remember, all these white dots have been just very going away. The pressure on NASDAQ seems to be to the downside. One of the interesting things about when you're looking at the dot indicator in really strong detail, you can see the nascent trend developing, right? You can see the price action just either playing out or it's showing you a really interesting narrative. Right now, the price action is showing you a short narrative, right? We're buying white dots always in uptrend or downtrend. We're selling purple dots in downtrend, and we're buying purple dots in an uptrend. So purple dots act as a retrace trade in an uptrend, as a momentum trade in a downtrend. White dots are always buys. So that's the skew. That's why you have 2 out of 3 skew. I guess it's actually 3 out of 4. If there's 4 possibilities, buy purple, sell purple, buy white, sell white. We never sell white. We only buy white. Yeah, boat equals bring out another 1,000. I hear you, my friend. I hear you. I actually maybe this is a very unpopular opinion, but aside from being taken out on the Portuguese coast for the afternoon of pleasure crafting, which we did last 2 summers ago, which was really, really a huge amount of fun, I would rather fucking have a root canal without Novocaine than be on a boat, which I consider to be essentially glorified prison. Negative purple dot in gold. Gold also still struggling at that 800 level. Buck 18 on the clock. So if this stays, we're going to go short again, and that's going to be. Yeah, I guess we're going to trade the 140. I haven't traded the 145 in a while, so we're going to trade the 145. Let me see if I'm in the 145. I am. Okay. So purple dot's still in play. The purple dot is telling us it's making fresh lows off a higher level, which is the initiation of a possible momentum drop. So we're just going to take this momentum drop signal if it maintains. Starts to go away. I don't like this formation of a purple dot. Even if this was a purple dot, I wouldn't trade it because it really didn't end on the lows. It kind of got bought up on the end. So I really, that's where a little bit of the art comes in, at least for me. I will interpret some signals and not take them. I mean, it's pretty clear we're trying to hold this 95 for a possible rally higher. If this, fails to the downside, great. I mean, this actually probably could work to the downside, but I'm going to pass up on this trade. Meantime, NASDAQ finally broke to the upside, so let's buy NASDAQ. Let's see if I can get into it.
Order filled.
All right, so I am at 74 on NAS. The target is 75, so that's good. So I'm actually better target on NAS than I was before. So,
Order filled.
Oh, NASDAQ gets done super fast. What happened? Oh, it was just a big sweep. I guess it was a big sweep. Are you guys hearing the order filled? Order filled. Do you guys hear all that on the speakers? I hope so. That was a pretty clear signal. All right, Peter, thank you. So that was a nice quick. Anybody buy that pop? That was a nice quick pop. Cheryl bought it. Nice job, Cheryl. Nice job, Cheryl. So those of you guys who are new, we trade with our friends at Apex. I'm putting the link in here. You can save 50% with our code right now if you're interested in finding out how to trade prop. The very cool thing, this is why prop is so revolutionary and so neat. The great thing about prop versus your own money is your losses are completely and totally capped. You have a fixed loss on all your money, which is like a penny relative to your own. Let's say you have a $10,000 account. You have four $10,000. Let's say you do this with real money. You have four $10,000 accounts. You're rotating. Is it, if you're doing a good job, you're not going to lose the whole 10,000. But is it possible that one of them gets burnt down to 5,000 as you're kind of rotating? Very possible. When you're doing prop, your cost is $50. So that's it. You can't lose any more than that. So you have the exact same payout structure, but your downside risk is literally 1/100th of real money. And that's why prop is so attractive for anybody, aside from the fact that if you want to learn how to trade, there's just absolutely no better way. You don't want to be practicing surgery on your own body, right? I guess that's kind of I just realized that's really kind of a gross analogy, but yeah, I mean, you want to be practicing surgery on a doll. So having the ability to trade prop is really, really amazing. So I can't recommend it enough. And it's really impossible the strategy that I'm giving you is impossible to do on your own personal account in the way that I'm giving it to you because of, distribution of risk. All right, my fifth soda of the day. Oh, okay. So gold giving us a purple. 19 seconds left. Let's go to the 50 account. Oh, went away. Okay, sorry. Never mind. Okay, no signal. So gold is also, just you're seeing a little bit of struggle here. NASDAQ trying to inch its way back up to positive trend. Oh, gold. Okay,
Order filled.
I sold gold in the 150
Order
account,
filled.
and it got done. It just got super fast done. The only thing I will say about this, guys, is when the markets are fast, I just don't have the ability to trade, to show everything to you. I can just tell you what I'm doing. So this is a purple. I sold it 1 to 4, super fast. Boom, boom, boom. trade got done really, really nice, right? That's the only thing is I can't rotate through the accounts and show you everything, but I can show you. You can see the marks on the chart because it's obviously showing you the buys and the sells on the whole thing. Anybody take the gold with me, or was that too fast for you guys? I mean, the idea is I'm teaching you how to do this. Everybody who's got the indicator and everybody in this room who's got the indicators and coaching with me, which is why I want all of you guys to come join me in coaching. Here's the pass the prop logo. If you're interested in prop, my friend, I can't do better than having you come into my coaching, which I'm going to do right. I'm going to give you the link because you're going to get the indicator, you're going to get my coaching, and you're going to have a very high degree of confidence that you're going to get funded. I can't promise you you're going to get paid out. That's a next step that we're all going to be working on. But virtually everybody who's in my coaching, I don't think maybe there's a couple of people who have joined who have not been able to get funded. You got to understand, guys, like what the numbers are in the industry. 5% of all people who take the prop test pass it. It's just as bad as getting into an Ivy League college. 75% of everybody who trades with me and pass the prop passes and gets not just one, but like multiple. And of course, that's the whole idea. I'm building up to like probably 15 accounts with $750,000, maybe $800,000 worth of buying power, and then distributing that buying power with this strategy to get paid out becomes incredibly lucrative, right? And that's what we're going to be talking about next. This is going to be. I always say this every month. I say this is the final. These are the final evals I'm going to get, but I really want to get these last evals. As I said, we're going to have the paid accounts are all marked by PA. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, the 43 is going to turn paid. So there's going to be 5 over here. Hopefully we get 2 more here. So there'll be 7. And then of course, for our friends at Wealth Charts, which I'm going to talk to Rob today because I just been away for the Jewish holidays. If you trade with Wealth Charts, which is a great platform, and we're going to do that. We're going to do the same thing on Wealth Charts. It's going to be really, really cool. There, it's kind of a little bit easier to see it because in Wealth Charts, obviously. Come on. Why is this not logging in? Oh, it's just taking a second. With Wealth Charts, the execution the execution structure, which is right here, is the same thing as the chart structure, which is kind of cool. We can actually just do we'll do a small trade on Wealth Charts. 16 seconds left. Let me do this. 10, 40. I can show you how to do this on Wealth Charts. Oh no, signal went away. Signal went away. All right, never mind. The way I'm trading, by the way, now you don't even need the the latest labels and everything else on Wealth Charts, the latest update. But obviously, it's really helpful to get the final latest update. Let's we can actually chill out because I have, how many do I have here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 on Wealth Charts. I have 5 on Tradeovate, and then hopefully we get like maybe 2 or 3 more. There'll be like 12, and there'll be more than enough for us to rotate. Remember, we're only going to rotate through the 4 of them. For the move. But, now that we're on Wealth Charts, might as well, because, might as well look around, trade this. Gold is definitely having a hard time on this 38 handle. Let's do one more. The other cool thing is with Wealth Charts, we can open up multiple tabs. So let's open up a NASDAQ tab, and we can rotate between the two. I'll close all these other tabs so you guys, so the computer isn't like stressed out. Okay, white dot on gold, possibly. Let's go to gold. If I get a white dot, it'll be a really good signal. Okay, so here we go. Wealth charts. Log in. One, two, three, four. Come on. And then we'll do the 14 account will be the NASDAQ account. And the really cool thing is you could just, you set it up on a separate tab, but you could just totally run. So we're going to do MNQZ, these. Here's NASDAQ, just so we can watch that. We'll put that MNQZ NASDAQ on this is the 14 account. And this one, in terms of ticks, that's a 2080 tick structure. That's for NASDAQ. See, with wealth charts, everything is on the same chart, so it's really, really cool. You can totally see it. Fuck. While I was setting up NASDAQ, I missed the gold trade. All right, fuck it. Move on next. But this was another great trade. I'm sorry, guys. Just took a second to set up. Anybody take that gold trade, the white dot trade? Because that was a really good trade. Although, oh, that's interesting. Huh. I guess it was a trade on the very interesting. So you guys are going to go, whoa, how come there's a dot here, not a dot there? So the micro contract is occasionally going to be a couple of ticks off of the mini contract. So when you have a difference, I'm just watching. I'm gonna watch the NASDAQ here. Let's trade NASDAQ on this purple dot negative trade. I'll explain to you. But you're going to see differences sometimes on the micros. And the answer to that is whatever contract you're trading, take the dot signal from that contract. Okay? Don't. So I'm short here on NASDAQ, and my close is 78. My target is, I'm in at 78, and my target is at 73. So we're like, you see the ladder is moving around. This is my position. I'm in at 78, and I'm looking to buy the 73s. So we'll see if that works. But this was the idea that basically we're still negative trend, negative purple trade. We'll see if this clears out for us. But I'll show you. We can trade a little bit on NASDAQ. So actually, I'll trade the micros on NASDAQ so you guys can see the micro signals as well as the mini signals. Yeah, a micro got the white, so I'm would have traded the gold micro. So there's nothing you can do. Guess who's calling me? I'm live trading as always. You're always interrupting me. What do you need? You know anything? Is it serious or no? All right. Okay. All right. Love you. Bye-bye. Of course. $100. Of course, my son. Inevitable. It's like talking to an idiot savant. No, never bother me between 9 and 10. Every day he calls me at 9 o'clock. Yes. I told you, Elon calling me during live trading is the single best probability bet we can all make. If we could actually, get paid on that money, that's 100% payout, right? 100% guarantee. All right, let's see what gold is doing. Gold has actually turned positive. We were through the 308. We just missed that move on the 308, unfortunately, but it is what it is. But now let's trade the micros on the wealth charts for a little bit and see where they stand. So that would be cool. We'll just rotate out. The cool thing about well charts is you can really see the, you can see we can do fast rotations pretty quickly here. All right, this is NAS still over here. We're looking to do the 73s. So nice to have everybody in the room here, guys. Let's do a little poll. We haven't done a poll in a while. Let's see. I have never traded prop. Well, I have never taken a prop challenge. Yes, no. Oh, you know what? How about I have taken, this is double negative. Let's not make it a double negative. I have taken a prop challenge. What I'm actually curious is how many people in the room have not traded prop. All the newbies over here, because that'd be interesting. What's the second highest probability bet? That we're going to get a siren during my live, right? It's New York City. We're going to get a siren. Absolutely, 100%. Interesting. So this is like a really, really interesting little situation here. We are actually negative trend. The 8 has not crossed over the 200. So this purple dot, if it stays in place, and obviously it's a big thing if it plays, and you can see they're just playing with that 308, and it's just yanking one with the other around. If they start lifting it and we start going through the 308s. Not 308s, 3800s. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Limit order filled.
Okay, so limit order filled. Did you guys hear that? Limit order filled. So that trade got done too. That just took a little while, but that trade got done on the micros. So that was another fun trade. We got done on that. But I'm watching. I'm just watching this. Okay. Well, that was cool. So, what we didn't take, which probably would have been a loser trade, kind of interesting. I would have been 80. Well, not, I would still been floating this trade. Let's do this. Which account am I in? 50? Let's try this. So this is something that I do.
Order filled.
74s. This is something I will do occasionally. Imagine I have a signal, but I am very late to the signal, but now my price is much, much better. You could make the say, well, it looks like the signal is probably going to fail. Maybe, but it doesn't even have to go to my target to succeed. And since my job with this whole, trade rotation is to take as many of these signals as possible to try to, bank trades, I'm perfectly okay taking this. Now, is this a great trade? Probably not, because it's already showing you lots and lots of weakness. But I'm entering at a much cheaper price than the actual signal entry. So maybe we have a chance here to get this one done as well. We certainly got this one done, the trend trade done, right? And the other thing I was going to say is, for those of you guys who are trend oriented or much more doctrinaire about trend, you can just trade the trend side. So in this case, the NASDAQ side would be the short side, is the only side you take, and you don't. You know what? I'll take a quick scalp here. because again, it's coming from a weak position. I got a little bit done. Good, just move that up. It's probably would have gone to full target, which I would have been able to do. I'm trading 520, not 1020. I'm trading 520 because again, the idea here is to get as high a probability of trades as done because we're distributing all of our trades across 4 separate accounts. The idea is win, 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 lose, win, 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 and then in a perfect world, one of those accounts is just going to have all winners for like 20 or 30 trades, and it's going to be very, very fast to funding. Okay. When you distribute it that way, just how like kind of probabilities distribute themselves. It's a simplistic approach to to what I'm telling you, but it's really, really cool. You get are you from Australia? Marduk says that all they get in I didn't even know that was like an actual place. Muraduk. That's actually a place in Australia? Okay. We're trading a 2-minute time frame. These are all scalp trades. They can easily be adjusted to longer term time frames and bigger bigger moves. But we're scalping because that's what I like to do, and that's what a lot of people in the room like to do. Yeah, so that worked nicely. That actually worked, right? And it's totally possible, remember I told you, you could be in one trade on the short side win and in the other trade on the long side win because your variance, your stop zone is so wide that price can travel between both and you can P&L both, which is, of course, the perfect scenario. Do not count on that, but it's really nice when that happens because then both accounts get P&L'd, Just going through my accounts here. 46, 43, 45, 45, 47. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay, so here's this setup for those of you who are bullish biased, right? The buy the dip gold strategy. If this is a purple dot, if it holds, which it doesn't, I'll tell you a little cheat code that I love to do, by the way, guys. It's not kosher, but I really like to do this. If in mid candle, this thing is giving you a purple dot, like deep underneath the moving average, I love to buy it because intra candle, this becomes, you could actually make it very often. It creates like an early retrace move that you can just buy on the retrace. That's kind of an advanced technique, but it's really a lot of fun. And especially, this is obviously only for positive trend, really gold construction, because gold is such a bullish trade. So very often, many times, intra candle, it will give you a purple dot signal. When it gets to that purple dot signal, which is breaking the lows of the prior candle, you just buy that, and it's a really good bounce back up. Random vibes. So nice to say this, but yes, we do this every day. Bring all your friends. You have 2 accounts. What R&R do I recommend you do right now? So William, as I said, if you want to follow this, what you want to do is you just want to do this on micros, just one micro, and the R&Rs that I'm using are specific to the idea of rotating through the accounts. 2 accounts might be a little not enough to rotate through. So you may not be able to fully emulate my strategy. But if you just want to understand how it works, I would do the same thing, 520, but and you would only be able to trade, for example, only one instrument. So if you have 2 accounts, by definition, because remember, sometimes you're going to get a white dot, purple dot, intra trade, in between a trade, and you're only good for for one instrument for that account. So I would focus on just one account to trade it. My recommendation: if you have two accounts, trade gold. Take the longs in one, takes the short in the other, depending on the structure. Trade one micro trade, and just get the vibe for the whole thing. And then you'll see what typically will happen is that one of those accounts will probably grow pretty fast. The other one may get a little bit hit, but it really works much better with 4 in terms of distributing the risk. So regardless of how you do it. Anyways, you guys saw like the purple dot intra candle. I really love that trade. It's like it's just free money trade a lot of times. So if you ever see that, it's kind of cool because it will test it and then come back up. Gold is just, you can see gold is just itching to go higher, right? That's why gold is a positive, is a buy to dip trade. Whereas NASDAQ looks like it wants to correct a little bit. NASDAQ is much weaker. Right now, the much more interesting trade in the markets, the much more profitable trade in the markets is gold. It's moving the fastest. It's very, very clearly delineated to the upside. The long signals are super easy to catch, and you could go crazy with it. You could even you could even get crazy on gold, where you could say, you know what, since I'm trading four accounts, I'm actually going to use the purple in the downtrend as a buy signal as well as a sell signal. In other words, in one account you're buying, in the other account you're selling, because you think you could get a result. So, for example, if you were doing it this way, both of these buy signals would have resolved. The sell ones would have gotten killed a little bit, but very often, sometimes both of them gets resolved. Like you could just make that that approach, to the whole thing. Because remember, the idea is winning trades. Yes, one account will get killed with losing trades, but it will not even get killed to the point where you lose the account. It just it just will not be growing very fast. Like if you look at what I was going to show you is if you look at the trade of 8 accounts, which all started yesterday. So this is literally 1 day's worth of work. This one is almost at 51. This one is dead. Sorry, that's the wrong one. This one is almost at 51. What is it, 45? Yeah, and these two are just hovering at around 50. And I'm pretty sure I can get one of these, over the 50. And these are kind of like, a little bit dead. They're just hovering around 50. This is from just not even yesterday, literally last night, right? So here you have 3 that are just marginally break even, and the rest are strong up, and that's how you win. Survival of the fittest. No, yeah, trading view indicator. I'm not trading Asia today, Chris. I'm sorry. This whole week is Asia's going to be shot because. Okay, sorry. Let's focus for a second here, guys. White dot in NASDAQ. Let's choose an account that I want, which is let's choose the 150. Okay, where are we? We're at 150? Yeah, we're in the 150. All right. If this is, oh, you know what? No, never mind. I forgot. It's 9:25. No trades for the next 5 minutes because market open. We'll let it play itself out. We'll just sit here trading. No, not trading Asia today. I will trade Asia next week, and then after that, I'm not going to be next week. I'll be in the week after that. I'll be in Dubai, so maybe I'll trade live from Dubai. Depending, I'm doing a lot of panels and hosting a lot of shows on the forex. But if I have time, I would love to do a live trading from Dubai. We'll see if we can stream it over there. I can't. Tempted as I am to want to take this trade, it's just a sucker bet half the time on the open. So we're not going to. It's 9:25. Market loves to pump and dump. Although it's very quiet today on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is really not super active today, right? Matter of fact, I got to tell you, since 8 o'clock, it's amazing how many trades we made, given the fact that there was just very little range. We made about 6 or 7 winning trades against just a completely dead market, which is like Murphy's rule of law. Whenever I want to do trading, we get dead, and then the 2 hours before that would have been just money. But we can't choose the time. Good morning, Mr. Trade Smart. Yes, William. Oh, that's a great question. Oh, time zone is exactly like Armenia. Okay, thanks, Christopher. Yeah, it's a matter of whether I'm going to have free time in Dubai to trade from there, and whether the show is going to have enough of a internet bandwidth to let me trade from there. But we'll give it a shot. Sorry. So William is asking a great question. Futures close for 1 hour a day, from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock New York time, or 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock Chicago time. They close down to run maintenance on their servers to make sure that everything is fired up and the Globex system is able to function. And I think it's just kind of frankly a leftover from the olden days. So yes, the answer is they close for 1 hour, and yes, occasionally you are therefore vulnerable to gap openings because something idiotic could happen between 5 and 6. Occasionally that happens, but it's really rare. Really rare. I would say 1 out of 500 days that you have like a serious gap on the open. See how this reversed, by the way? The market open to reverse. I'm watching this purple dot in gold, and I want to be a buyer of this because gold is not as subject. Fuck. Just watching it here. All right, let's see if I can get it.
Order filled.
All right, I'm in at 8,022, and I'm in at 3, so I want to be at 302. So I'm long 38.2 or 2.2, and where's my? Hang on a second. Which am I in? Am I 150? Yeah, here we go. Why is it not showing? Oh, because I'm on the micros. I'm sorry. I'm showing the micros. Here I am. Here we are on the trade. I'm showing the micros. Sorry, I was on the micros. So that's a purple buy to dip positive trend gold trade, which I'm kind of letting myself play out here. I don't trade oil. We do not trade oil. It's not very active. It's not that we can't, but it's just not very active. Yes, most prop firms want you to close all your positions. This is another reason why the way we trade is optimal for prop firm trading, because prop firms don't want you to position trade, and we're not position traders. So of course, all my trades are going to be closed before 5 o'clock. I generally almost never trade after 4 o'clock. Sometimes if there's news and there's some volatility, I'll put some trades at the 1600 hours, but otherwise, no. All right, gold is crashing, and the buy to dip trade is just not working, which is fine. Meantime, the NASDAQ trade, very quiet, but it kind of would have survived the open. All right, let's see. It looks like gold just is doing a V-shaped run and a V-shaped decline. Let's see if the buyers come in here. It's really a big tug of war battle at this 3,800 level. So we'll have to see how it wants to establish itself. Oh, finally, NASDAQ starts to break out a little bit. Is there a way to make my screen bigger? No. I have I have two big ones. Oh, here we go, guys. Should we try this? I'm so tempted. I definitely want to try it. The pump and dump. We got $1.07 on the clock. If this thing holds as a purple dot, we got to go. We're going to go to a different account. Let's go to the 49 account. We're going to go to the 49 account. And if this trade, this is 52 seconds on the clock. We got to trade continuity on this trade here. It's going to take a second here. I'm trading. Market open, so the charts are catching up. That gold trade does not work, but NASDAQ is giving us a clean, clear trend reversal purple dot trade. So we'll have to see. We're going to be very careful, though, because it's got to really stay purple on the close before I'm going to sell this. Okay.
Order filled.
Let's see if this works. Oh, so close. So close. Went to 85 and came back down. Okay, let's see if we can get a lot of, come on, baby. Wow, there's a lot of vol. There we go. Filled. And that got done nicely. Okay, so NASDAQ trade worked beautifully. That added to to the P&L. The gold crashed at this 308. That's an interesting signal. It's telling us that this is a big resist level. It's been sitting here like this for a long time. If we go full chart, you can see that we came down from the 38, a lot of support, and now this anemic rally, kind of losing it. So now that 790 becomes a really interesting level, and basically gold is completely changing its posture to a sell signal. So we're going to be watching here to see what sell signals we can find in gold. Anybody take the NASDAQ with me? The pump reversal dump trade, that was a nice clean trade that pulled us even. Yes, you can hear order filled on Dustin took the trade, Andy took the trade. Good job. You can hear order filled on wealth charts. I got I have it configured. Let me show you how it's done on wealth charts. I think you go into settings. Sound settings. Yes, and you can add, there's no sound. See, limit order filled, British female, stop order filled, British male. You just simply choose limit order filled. You can do like various stuff. That's what you do. Okay, that's how you do it in wealth charts. I made Rob make him British because it sounds very authoritative when you hear it in a British voice. So just to review, I think we did about 7 or 8 trades today in between NASDAQ and gold, and only one legit stop out, which was like we took this purple dot trade over here, and on a retrace move, and it just crashed on us. Probably also, I was just thinking, probably market open. I really don't trade 930 in gold that much, so I'm getting more familiar with it. It's probably also a time for us maybe to pass up on signals. Like we should have maybe just wait. It's 926 was probably a dump. The 926 to 935, or at least the 926 to 930, 932 is not the time we want to be taking trades in either gold or NASDAQ. So that's a good lesson to learn for the future. But the NAS was really, it was really cool. And so, I hope you guys, I hope you guys like the idea, because now at very minimum, I'm giving you guys lots and lots of positive expectancy signals during live. You can use my strategy or not use my strategy, but you can take those signals and make them your own. Trade larger size or trade smaller size, whatever you guys want. But you could, almost like the whole idea is like 8 out of 10 of these signals are going to work, and I want you guys to to hit those trades during live. And of those of you guys who are new, who are just kind of following us, hopefully this gives you lots of high expectancy probability signals, which if you're interested in actually putting that together into a super high confidence strategy for passing and getting paid out, come join me in coaching tomorrow. I'm going to talk about that in detail. I have the whole trading plans. My best assistant, ChatGPT, really spelled out like a very, very cool structure of what you can expect if you do what I do. Now we're a little quiet. See if we can catch a little bit of. Okay, so gold dumped, getting a white dot over here. We can actually we can go to wealth charts. See if am I getting a white dot here? That's interesting. Or not a white dot on the micro. It's interesting. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's not even showing up on either one. It's kind of quiet. Gold is clearly exhibiting negative tendencies right now. So is NASDAQ, by the way. So one of the cool things about learning the dot system and just watching market price action is you see how price action kind of develops throughout the day. You have the market open. If people start to get negative, they kind of start dumping stuff out, and you get a trend-based structure till about 10:30, 11 o'clock. And then if you get a big dump move, then you usually get consolidation, and sometimes counter trend moves. And all of that can be totally caught with the dots, both the reversal moves and the continuity moves, pretty much on a day-to-day basis. So it doesn't really matter what your broad opinion of the market is. You could catch the waves just by using the dots. Oh, I'm glad you like hanging in here, Micheline. Are you a Michelin 67 star? Is that the name? Is that where the name comes from? Oh, let's see the poll. I totally forgot about the poll. Oh, so look at this. 30% of the group, guys. A lot of people here. 30% of the group has never traded prop. So it's time to introduce you to the wonderful world of trading prop. I hope you guys are enjoying it. So we're trading with my friends at Apex, and we're using both TradeOvate's TradingView. TradeOvate is integrated with TradingView, and we're using wealth charts. Our indicator works on both. The wealth charts part of it is going to be updated to its full functionality very, very soon. I'm actually going to be also on the wealth charts. As soon as I come back from Dubai, I'm going to do the wealth charts summit. So don't forget that. Let me Let me get the link. Oh man, have you guys registered on wealth charts summit? I was so busy this morning, I didn't have this. So let me get the link, because I got to start giving you guys the link. Hang a second. We got nothing else going on in the markets. Let me just. I'll watch the. Oh, look at this. Wait, hold on. Is this showing? Let's see. Oh man, I'm really stressing the laptop now. It's barely pulling all the. I got so many screens going and so many trading things in. Let me give you the link. Come on, baby. Okay. No. A minute left on this, so that's going to be a trade if we take it. I'm just pulling up the wealth charts link. I want everybody to register for this thing because it's really a good show. Okay, here we go. Copy link address. Okay, this is the wealth charts. It's free, so this is a really good show, guys. It's totally free. It's like a whole week of some of the best traders in the world. Please use this link. Please give it to everybody you know. Do me a favor. Use this link and give it, register your mother, register your daughter, register everybody in there. Okay. So to make Rob happy. But no, I'm kidding. But actually, anybody who's interested in trading, this is just cornucopia of a whole week's worth of free trading information. People doing strategies, people like options, stocks, futures, forex, even all that stuff. So please go out there. Everybody who's on my live right now, if you want me to continue trading, please go out there and hit that link. Yes, you need 8 trading days to pay out. So the whole idea is obviously they don't want you to take a lucky trade and pay out of it. This is why this whole strategy of rotating through remember I said to you, it takes about between 8 to 12 days to get funded on this particular program. So that's exactly perfect to the rules of Apex. That's why it's I think it's such a good idea. Still no signals, guys. Wow. Still no SIGs. Pretty quiet. So who wants to try prop trading after this? You would prefer shorts on which instrument? Gold or NASDAQ or both? I don't disagree with you that I think, we're starting, we rejected the 38s quite conclusively so far. And now we're really, that 790 creates a whole new fresh lows level, right? No, we're just waiting to, to give ourselves some signals here. Yeah, both. I kind of agree with you. I don't disagree with you. Miguel says he's a little bit more negative NQ. Yeah, now it's just a matter of waiting for the signals. We just don't have anything on the board right now. All right, let's listen to a little music since we got nothing else to do.
Eyes locked on the glowing screen. Numbers flash like a fever dream. Charts align like stars in space. Fingers twitch, it's a digital race. Trade the dots, connect the line, profits calling, it's my time. Precision moves, shopping clean, living life on this money machine. Scalp
That's right, because that's pretty much my time, Micheline. I had AI basically make all music from the 70s, which is what I love.
Every tick's a heartbeat loud, high stakes play, I'm feeling proud. Risk and thrill, it's all the same. One more trade to up my game. Pivots turn, I'm locked and sure. Cut the losses, keep it pure. Every trend I see the clues. I'll ride the highs and dodge the blues. Oh! Pivots turn, I'm locked and sure.
793 looks like this is the lows of the day, guys.
Every trend
Go.
I see the clues. I'll ride the highs and dodge the blues.
Let's see if he wants to sneak reversal here.
This money machine. Then this money machine. Yeah, yeah. Every tick's a heartbeat loud. High stakes play, I'm feeling proud. Play, I'm feeling proud. Money machine. Every tick's a heartbeat loud. High stakes play, I'm feeling proud.
William, if I'm doing single trades, so in other words, I'm not doing this like four accounts, I'm rotating trades out, the answer would be yes. If I'm just looking for, curated signals, I'd be trading 10-20. Correct. Where I'm doing, it's actually, thanks for asking me, because that, would clarify to a lot of people.
Numbers flash like a fever dream.
So, possible turn here in gold. We're gonna, which account we're gonna go to?
Trade the dots, connect the line, profits calling. It's my time. Precision move, shopping clean, living life on this money machine.
We'll go to 148.
Scalping seconds, slicing fast. Ride the wave, don't let it pass.
People like the song, huh?
They set the
Nice.
tone.
And now, thank you.
I'm in the zone. Trade the dark, connect the line, profits calling. It's my time. Precision move, shopping clear, living life
no
on
signals.
this money machine. Every tick's a heartbeat loud. High stakes play, I'm feeling proud.
I'm gonna make some more songs, so like we can like have a whole rotation. So that when we do marathons, they're like nice music for us.
Cut the losses, keep it pure. Every trend I see the clues. I'll ride the highs and dodge the blues.
Still no signal on gold, and NAS just keeps going down. I mean, for those guys who like to just trade pure trend, you can absolutely just sell the red until eventually they start backing up. But it's a totally legit strategy. It's just not what we do. It's not what I do because I don't want to do too many. Trying to keep it a little bit more. Gotta mute this a little bit. I gotta put it a little bit in background. Yep, I just muted the music. I just lowered the music a little bit. But yeah, you know, like when we get into a trend, as I said, the great thing about this thing is if you have vibe that it's a strong trend, it's just sell every red dot because you're going to make money hand over fist. But then now I'm just, you know, waiting for the counter trend dot in gold here, which is a big move here. This 93, we sort of held the bottom for the time being. All right, 37 seconds left. I'm going to trade this in my 48 account. See if I can get
Order
on
filled.
90. I'm in at 98.3 because I'm just trying to get into the candle on the close, and I'm at the right price more or less. Let's see if this will take me out to 99.3. Big retrace. It's a big. The thing I'm always leery about the big white dot candles is because they're so large that the retrace risk is always very, very large. But I'm trying to go by the book here of just follow the signal. It works, it works. It doesn't work, it doesn't work. The most important thing is to stay on process so you guys can see the technique. And in coaching, you know, William was asking me, William A., who is a very good trader, who's been with me for a very long time, and he is. By the way, William, are you gonna come to Boca when we're there? I hope everybody wants to come to Boca. Who's from Boca right now? Ooh, what just happened to my thing? Whoa, whoa, whoa. My whole thing just changed. Oh man. Oh, big move. What's this? Maximize. Oh wow. My whole back end just changed. All right. I will. Do I input some of the lyrics into the AI actually generates the lyrics? I tell it like, you know, what I want it to do. Let me see if I You guys hear me okay? I just want to make sure that everything is okay. The event is going to be on the 21st of October at the Boca Marriott. So please come on in, guys. We're going to, you know, obviously publish all the information. All right. So now I have actually two signals. We have the reversal signal, which we're going to go into the other account on. I'm going to go to the 49 account. And we're going to try and take the reversal signal. So clearly, as you guys were right, that the upside here is minimal. But the sell side, I think, is going to be there. So we're going to
Order filled.
Okay, great. So I'm in at a little bit of a better price on the sell side. Just I kind of traded. Let's see if the sell side gives me the entry here. So the I'm in at 94.7, targeting 93.7. We're running into just a breakout, a brick wall here. There's buyers and sellers at both ends of it, and we're just caught in the middle. But we're staying in the trade. Let's see how it plays out. You can really see the tug of war between the bulls and the bears and gold now. As so we hit session lows, they try to pump it, and then they just reversed the pump to the upside. And now the bulls are just trying to buy it to squeeze the bears, and we'll see how this resolves. Meanwhile, NASDAQ making a little bit of an anemic move up here, which definitely is tradable for us to the upside. So we're going to go to the 150 account. See if we can trade NASDAQ to the buy side.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay. Did we get the... Oh, man. What's up to my NASDAQ? I think the gold trade got done. Let me just see the 49. Yeah, the gold trade got done. The NASDAQ trade, I'm in NASDAQ trade right now. So the gold trade got done to the downside. That did work out. I'll show it to you in just 1 second. I'm in NASDAQ here, and the close here is 80.75, 820.75. So Oh, I'm in the wrong account. Just one sec. What's it close? Close was 2075, so it's got to be 2575. Okay. All right. I've adjusted my stop. I just adjusted my target to this trade. We'll just see if the Nasdaq is going to work. What you're noticing, by the way, is that all of the the buy to dip trades starting to kind of fail a little bit. So staying to trend was definitely the better strategy. But I'm rotating through the accounts to just continue to show you the setups. In the meantime, let me show you the 49 account where that got done. You see that really tested us a little bit, right? Here we go on the ambulance. That tested us a little bit again, against the move, but it did break down. So gold looks like it might be doing a little bit more of a downward trend here on the move. We'll see. Dolphins Chargers. Yeah. So you can see sort of, the first half hour, we're at 10 o'clock, we sold off. We're trying to make some sort of a little bit of an anemic bottom, but the sellers are still kind of dominating. If we get a purple dot here, we're gonna be short this trade. This is starting to turn the other way around. So gold is kind of did a spike bottom. We made money on that spike bottom, and now we're just watching that. Meantime, Nasdaq is we may wind up on being both sides of the market in this signal if this purple dot holds. We've got a minute and two to go. I'm gonna prepare myself by going to the I'm gonna go to the 148 account and 37 seconds left, so we'll see if this trade is going to be a play for us. The takeaway today, obviously, is that the trend trades are the ones that are working, and buying the dip, on the assumption that these are bull positive trades, has not been that good a strategy so far. Selling the purple dots. Oh, look at this! Nasdaq got done. So the Nasdaq kind of really reversed. Let's go back. That was nice. So that was, I think, a 49 account. No, it was a 50 account. I forgot which account. Yeah, this is it. So that Nasdaq trade got done nicely. So that did a trade to the downside, and this reversal actually works. So now both gold and Nasdaq starting to show reversal, which is good for us. If we get more signals, we're good to go. But that was nice. We flipped over that account as well. Gold just hit your stop loss and then immediately went in the other way. I don't know what signal you were trading, William. We were trading the short that got done, and I don't know what stop loss and what signal you were trading. But just to show you guys, here you can literally see the trades, winners to the downside. If we flip the account here, winners in Nasdaq here, that really worked well. Then we flip this around to the 49 account. I think you can see in gold, winner trade over here, right? Winner trade over here. So the whole point being is we probably did about 10 11 trades since I started trading with you guys. There were 2 clips, I think, 1 or 2 bad clips, which is fine. Like that's actually what I was telling you, that even if I'm at even money, I'm going to be net positive. And you can see that some of the accounts are getting hit a little bit, but the other accounts are growing steadily. So like we have 3 accounts that within a day, let me just look at the accounts. 45 is 50.8, 47 is 50.8, and so I have like 5 accounts, and then the 49 account is 50.1. So 3 accounts are net positive, 2 are mildly negative, and that's the way you do it. If you keep going the rest of the day, one of those accounts is going to be 2/3 towards funded in just 1 or 2 days. So that's why I think it's such an interesting approach and strategy. Speaking of which, by the way, here's a negative dot on NASDAQ over here, $111 on the clock. So we need to find an account we haven't traded in a while. I will trade the 48. Let me go to 48. Let's see if the dot holds. Doesn't look like it's going to hold. $15 seconds left, so let's see if this is going to give us a signal. I don't think so. This looks like it wants to turn itself around, and I actually would not be, even if this was a signal, I would not be taking it because I don't think it's a good quality legit signal. Now it feels like we're going to start turning the other way around. You didn't switch accounts. That's what happens. It's okay. Remember, my rule of thumb is that your first 10 accounts that you trade on eval, you're probably lucky to pass one of them. And you really it's actually curious. I'm curious with guys who've traded for a long time with me. What do you think is the baseline minimum of how many accounts you blow, learn, trade with before you get comfortable trading prop? Like I would say just sort of oriented and comfortable about 20, 25 accounts, right? And then you kind of get a good idea what you're doing. And then after about 50, I think you have a really good idea. I'm actually curious, like Miguel, Cheryl, I'm curious, how many eval accounts do you think you need to trade below 20? 8 figures been doing a lot of accounts, right? Christopher says at least 5 or 10 for him. Yeah, I think 10 would be a minimum. And I'm talking about that's just baseline comfortable. And then to get really, really good, you probably need about 20, 25. But like think about that. It's nothing. It's like $30. It's $600 of of an accounts versus if you did this on your own money, it'd be thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. Cheryl says about 10 accounts that you need to do. Yeah. Which is really, really cheap. Very cheap and relative to the number. Yeah. So I know, and KP is absolutely right that it's not the accounts, it's the amount of time that it takes to sink in. I absolutely agree with that. But my point being is that accounts is kind of like a substitute for time. GFAS. That's true. GFAS says, you learn. That's the other thing is you're right. And see, and I'm hoping, GFAS, that the whole idea of trading is to give less and less of a fuck. Okay, that's literally like that's the central modus operandi of really successful. Really successful traders are very Zen Buddhist about losing, and I'm hoping that the multiple account structure, where you're kind of rotating through accounts and you're trading one, going to the next one, habituates you even more to the whole idea of giving less and less of a fuck, because that's the ultimate enlightenment point of trading. Yeah, and I was thinking about you, ACAP, as well. ACAP does ACAP will do a lot of like high event risk days, and he'll just get on both sides and just take one account but fund the other account quickly, which is a strategy we use all the time. It's a great strategy. It's a lot of fun. William says this is his first account. Is like, yeah. So William, that's why I was thinking about you. If this is your first account, don't. I mean, I know you're pissed, and actually, it's good. Let all your frustrations out. But don't worry about it. You just need 3, 4, 5. You'll get much better. Right, and you obviously want the Apex specials. Right now the special is 50% off. Usually when it gets up to 80% off, that's when you want to get them. But when there's a lot of them, you absolutely want to harvest as many as you can. Oh, that's interesting. So G5 says that it took him 9 months to get to 11 funded accounts, and he's afraid to count how many evals he blew. That's fine. I think, like, honestly, the ratio, I think a good ratio when you get to be pretty good is 3 to 1. So 3 evals to 1 funded. If you're in that ratio, you're pretty good. And then I think the same ratio, we'll talk about this in coaching a lot more. The same ratio will play out on the funded side. Obviously, we all want to keep our funded forever, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But, we also want to be 25 forever and know exactly at 25 what we know at 65. So, life, as we say in New York, if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. But I think if you sort of think about it, one payout for 3 PA blown, all of those numbers are very positive numbers on a net basis. And that's the really cool part. That's good. I mean, GFAS, you're a much more careful trader. A lot of it also depends on your personality. And the other thing is that you have to understand that you are not somebody else in the room. Like 8 figures is not the same personality as GFAS. And if you're a high volatility, high risk personality, you're going to blow a lot more, but you're also going to make a lot more. If you're much more careful, you're going to blow a lot less, but you're going to be much more controlled in your P&L. There's always a trade-off, and you have to accept who your personality is in terms of how you're trading and what you're doing. I created this kind of a multi-account structure precisely for my personality. Tell me if you're the same personality. I am incredibly obsessive compulsive, and that is always my biggest problem is, if I'm losing, I can't let that go. And like I said, there's a financial stop, but there's not a psychological stop with me. And by going to a different account, I literally create a psychological stop, right? Because I'm always like, do or die. I will figure this out or I'll kill myself. And I basically wind up killing myself half the time on accounts unnecessarily because I'm pressing the same negative account over and over again. So that's the scoop. Oh, Goldie. 32 seconds left. Okay, let's do this. Goldie trying to turn. 25 seconds left. Let's see if we can catch the reversal trade in Goldie.
Order filled.
94.4, I'm in there with 8 seconds left. Targeting 95.4. Let's see if I'm got myself on the close of the candle. Yeah. Killing me. The gold reversal trade is killing me on these accounts right now. Come on, there we go.
Order filled.
And we're done. So that was good. You know, another quality trade reversed out this way. Now, guys, for those guys that are not ADD enabled, like we all are, and not a bunch of doping monkeys, we have an incredibly good curated setup in NASDAQ. However, it's not setting up. The curated setup that we're looking for in NASDAQ, that we would be, and I'm happy to do it with you. I'll do it in one of the other accounts if it shows up, is after 10 o'clock, we're looking for the Christmas tree label in a direction of the trend, which in this case is a downtrend right now. However, the way this thing is trading, we could actually completely reverse ourselves to an uptrend. And if we reverse ourselves to an uptrend, then we'll be looking for a green Christmas tree label sometime until 11:30 in the morning for a unidirectional single one trade structure. That's a trade we like to do at 10 o'clock and a trade we like to do at 1500, 3 o'clock. Just one trade a day in those 2 hours. Hit it, quit it, and beat it, and and get done. And so that's a super good setup for us. There was no Christmas tree on that last NQ long. Is it okay to go long on the close or just the white dot? There was. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know what you're asking me, Rick. It's a negative trend, so there's no signal for us. We in order for us to do the one a day trade, we need a red Christmas tree because it's negative trend. This is a green. It's a counter trend signal. I know it worked, but that's not the stuff. We're looking for a trend based structure at the 10 o'clock hour. We just don't have it right now. The long at 958. I think I took it. No, I think I took it into. I forgot what account I was in. I think we took this long, and that long resolved this way, and that was it. And then I got distracted, and I didn't really trade this. Which, by the way, again, my point is that if you sort of single, if you're trading this like multiple accounts, it's really good to just trade one instrument at a time. Like either trade gold or trade NASDAQ. If you're trading both, you're going to miss trades. I mean, it's okay. You can miss trades too. It's not the end of the world, but you're going to miss some trades, and that's the whole point. So gold really showing some weakness, guys. It looks like the uptrend is getting broken for the time being, and worthwhile for us now to start looking at the purple signals in gold for any continuity to the downside. Here's NASDAQ showing us a purple dot. And if that occurs, we'll definitely take that. Let me figure out what account I want to go into. I'll go to the 50 count. $27 seconds left on NASDAQ.
Order filled.
All right, I'm in at 18. I'm a little bit early, but I'm just trying to time this on the close of the candle. And that's not a bad trade because it closed at 18.25. So it's not bad. Let's see if this gives me some continuity moves here. No, I mean, there's no like hard and fast rules, William. The point being is that for what we're looking for do, which is the 1 a day trade, it has to be with trend. That's all. There's just, you have to know, the rules of the setup. There's 100 different setups that you can do in your own structure, but you just have to know what the rules of the setups are.
Filled.
And we're done. Okay, guys. Unfortunately, I get the boss has just pinged me for all sorts of bullshit that I have to do. I would hang with you forever if you know that. But pretty good marathon session. We pretty much killed all the trades in the last hour. I showed you lots of interesting setups. As I said, you guys are really interested in trading in trading coaching with me. I'm happy to have you aboard, and we're going to discuss this in really good detail. So if you want to understand exactly how and why this is a 96% 96% strategy, then I'm happy to explain it to you in coaching. Otherwise, I hope you guys really enjoyed it. We don't have any setups just yet. Although, as I'm leaving you, here's the Christmas tree setup. I'm not going to be able to take it with you because I got to run. But if this does set up as a Christmas tree setup, that would be a 10-30 trade, meaning 10-point target, 30-point stop if it sets up. So far, it's not. And it looks like NASDAQ is just really bouncing, holding support here. Everything is in a little bit of a tug of war. Gold is clearly breaching the lows of the day. NASDAQ would have to kind of breach the 780 level here, the 800 level, for us to see further downside movement. But definitely negative tone today to the markets for the time being. Although gold is seeing a little bit more profit taking than NASDAQ, but we'll see how it plays out for the rest of the day. I'll be with you guys tomorrow, regular time, 9 o'clock. We'll start the whole story all over again, And everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you again for joining me for Marathon. Those of you guys who are new, do two things. Please, please, please do these two things for me, okay? First of all, shit, where is it? Please register. Hang on a second. Let me just give this to you. Even if you're not going to go, but please register for this. Fuck. Okay. Here's the Wealth Charts Summit. Please register for the Wealth Charts Summit. Even if you don't get to go, I think if you register, they give you can watch everything on demand, but it's really, really worthwhile. It's going to be in 2 weeks. So if you can register your husband, register your spouse, register everybody, that'll be awesome. And we wind up with a siren for the third time of the day. And the second thing is, if you guys want Apex, please, here's the Apex discount code. Please go ahead, go do that. Okay. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Really, really a lot of fun. I will see everybody tomorrow. In the meantime, have a safe day. Take care.